Are you stuck losing in Dragon Lane because of bad supports or feeding teammates? I'm a challenger, rank 2 Misfortune, and I hit rank 600 in normal rank playing exclusively solo queue ADC. I'm revealing the secrets to dominate solo queue as an ADC, from the first minion wave to carrying the late game team fights. Welcome back, friends. I'm Bill, back from an 18-month break, and today we're debunking 4 massive misconceptions about playing ADC in the Dragon Lane that are costing you wins. We'll start with the early game. The laning phase through the first 1 or 2 dragons to set you up for success. Then I'll show you how to transition into the mid game and late game, turning early lessons into game carrying plays. Stick around to the end for a bonus tip that helped me hit Challenger. It's a mindset hack that'll change how you play and live. Plus I'll share practical tips to outplay your enemies. Now let's dive into the first misconception. Misconception number 1. The support dictates the lane's success. Yes, of course, a good support is a godsend, and a bad support makes everything more difficult in lane. That does not mean we allow the support we get to dictate how the game is going to go. I am playing Sivir, a late game scaling champion with sustained damage, paired with Leona, an early game dive burst support. The two of us can't be more different. Just because the support doesn't match my champion doesn't mean I'm going to try to be something I'm not. I can't help her if she's going to dive in. I don't do enough damage in the early game. I'm going to do what I can, which is farm waves, take tower plates, and rotate for dragon if and only if my team is there in the early game. I can't take dragons alone. Do not allow your support to control whether or not you have a good game. Next up, misconception number 2. ADCs must always get all the kills in order to carry. You ever had your support Sona steal a kill with her Q, or your jungle swoop in for a last hit, leaving you fuming in the chat? I've been there, spamming Y. Just in my head though. But here's the truth. Kills are nice, but they're not what makes you a carry. In Wild Rift, ADCs scale through gold, not kills. And the real gold mine is in CS. Don't skip ahead, but wait until you see the scoreboard at 7 minutes and 30 seconds into the game. Okay, it's fine if you skip ahead, but come back to the spot so you don't miss anything. Alright, be honest. Comment below if you scrolled ahead just to check out what I was talking about. Okay, here's a perfect example of I'm a late game scaling champion, I really want dragons, both objectives are up, but my jungle is not on the dragon and they're not there. So what am I doing? I'm taking that time to farm a wave, and then I'm going to grab a couple of plates. I'm also being aware of the map, and I know that my jungle is heading towards the dragon, so I'm going to take 2 plates, not just farm like a bot. So I'm going to grab the plates, help them clear this vision, and then I'm going to help them secure dragon. I saw that the enemy jungle was on the opposite side of the map. We can see Trendemir recalling, so we know that we have time, and we're just going to trade this objective for the Enchanted Ensemble. Okay, we take the dragon, and what do? I see half a wave in my lane, another one coming. I'm going to farm this, and then I'm going to look to take tower plates. Nautilus is on the tower, but he decides to walk away. Jinx is nowhere to be found, so what am I going to do? I'm going to sit, and I'm just going to take these tower plates. First ability through the wave, second ability to bounce as much as I can, clear that out, and now this tower is very low. Even if Jinx comes back, he can't kill me or would have a very difficult time, so I'm going to take that. And so that was all. I took a couple plates before the dragon was up because my jungle wasn't there. I wasn't just running in circles, running around the dragon. I took the farm, I took the plates, and then I went back right after. And that's good, efficient use of my time to make sure that I'm farming plates and waves in the early game, which is exactly what we need to be doing. Okay, if you jumped ahead, welcome. Please make sure you go back in time to listen to the last part of the video and don't just skip ahead and go from here. But pause the game if you need to. Check out that scoreboard. I am 0-0-0, 5,800 gold. The Trendemir, 4-1-0. 4 kills, really good. Except for the fact that he's only up 437 gold on me, which is basically nothing at this point in the game. That's 1 wave that I can get, and I can catch right up to him. I'm going to come back to this thought in 1 second. 8 minutes into the game, and I have not killed anybody yet, and this is my first real fight. And I've got gold. The Trendemir also has gold, but he's jumping in, and so now I'm going to take the opportunity. We got a 3v3, which is exactly what I want. The more the merrier for Sivir, so I can get my bounces off. And let's see, and we get the triple kill. So I didn't fight anybody, really, until 8 minutes into the game. All I did was farm, And then once I had a little bit of gold, got some of the items that I needed to get a little bit stronger, then I got into a fight, boom, triple kill, now we're the gold leader. Back to what I was saying before the fight broke out. And all I did was farm efficiently, take tower plates, rotate with my team when they were at objectives, and head right back to lane, keep CSing, keep taking tower plates. If you learn one thing from this video, it is this. Early in the game, tower plates and good farming well, will give you just as much gold as getting kills. I mean, that Trendemir going 4-1-0 is great, but realistically, if he tries to do something like that every game, he's never going 4-1-0 every single game. Nobody starts out that way. But I can always go 0-0-0 and just farm plates well. You might say something like, oh, but what if the enemy has really good clear, like I'm playing against a Jhin? I'm just waiting until they make the mistake of not showing up in lane. So, yes, I'm at Dragon when they need me at Dragon, but other than that, I'm looking for the opportunity where the enemy decides, oh, I'm going to roam a little bit, and they roam, and they give me that opportunity, and I only need 10 to 20 seconds to farm a couple of plates, and if they give me an entire rotation where they go to mid or top, or they go all the way to the opposite side of the map, I will farm an entire tower while they are gone in 1 or 2 waves. So what might seem like a small decision, rotating for, once to the middle of the map or once to the other side, help with enchanted ensemble, I turn into a huge mistake on their part and an opportunity for me to get a lot of gold. And now my jungle needed me at Dragon, so I went to Dragon. Unfortunately, it got stolen. That's going to happen. If our team would have committed a little bit harder, just any one of them would have been there, we probably could have taken it down and then still finished the fight, but not a big deal. We're not going to get mad. We're not going to flame anybody in the chat. We're just going to finish the fight, and then look at that. I see that the enemy team, I got 3 of them down. Jinx is on the opposite side of the map, so I go farm waves and take another tower. Just keep on farming. I am relentless about getting CS and taking down towers. Misconception number 3. Dragon lane is only about fighting the enemy duo. I just need to out-trade the enemy. That's all I need to do is keep trade. Have you ever gone all in for a poke war with the enemy ADC, landing those sweet misfortune bounces only to get ganked because you didn't ward? Or miss the first dragon because you were too busy chasing down a half health support? Guilty. We've all been there. Thinking that lane is just a 2v2 slugfest. But here's the truth. Dragon lane is as much about macro as it is about micro. To dominate, you need to control the wave or the river, rotate for objectives like dragon, especially since you're right next to that lane. Let me paint you a picture. I had a game where my jungler was, you guessed it, 1-9, running it down, but I still shoved my wave, rotated for the dragons. We ended up getting 3 dragons, 2 dragons and a baron without the jungle even being there, and helped give my team the lead. How? 3 simple tricks. First, shove the wave before the dragon responds, right around the 3 minutes, so you're free to move. Second, make sure you ward, set up vision for yourself so that way you can see ganks or enemy rotations. And third, ping your team to group for dragons and objectives once you've got priority so they know that's where you're going to be and they can get there too. These moves have turned so many losing games into a win because I wasn't just fighting, I was thinking. The enemy team actually really had just turned the tide there, so we were on Baron. We decided to split both fighting and doing Baron. Fortunately, we got the Baron, which ended up saving us. And if the enemy team doesn't overstay here and doesn't die, they can probably much more easily defend the Baron push that we're going to have. And they really want Jinx to be up here, but they just overstayed. He could have won the Baron fight as Jinx, been just as fed as me, and then took down 2 towers, backed off, and got out of there, and that would have been the right decision. Fortunately for us, they overstayed a little bit, and they're able to let us clean them up. And now, same thing. They're pushing too far in, not waiting for their team to respawn, and it's going to cost them another death. Misconception number 4. All ADCs play the same way in Dragon Lane. You ever played a champion like Jinx and tried to play them like Ezreal and wonder why you're getting crushed? Or spam misfortune Qs like it's Vayne's Tumble? I've seen it. Players treating all ADCs like they're just auto-attack bots. But here's the truth. Every ADC has a unique playstyle, and mastering yours is how you carry from the early to the late game. Let's break it down. Take Misfortune, my go-to for Challenger. She's a lane bully who pokes with bounces from her first ability and zones with her third ability. Pair her with a poke support like a Lux or maybe even a Pike who can grab them, and you're shredding by level 3. Compare that to a champion like Jinx who farms safely early, scales with crit items like Infinity Edge, and pops off in team fights with rockets. Or Ezreal, who kites with his Q and plays safe until his mana immune spike. Match your support's vibe, aggressive with Misfortune, protected with Jinx, and adapt to the game. Don't believe me? Try spamming Ezreal's Qs like Misfortune's ult, and you'll be 1 in 9 faster than my jungler in that game that I talked about. Coming up, I've got a bonus tip that tied all these lessons together to hit Challenger for me. A game changer. For life too. But tell me, what's your favorite ADC, and how do you play them? Drop it in the comments, and let's see your playstyle. Here the enemy team is going to make a bit of a misstep. They're going to be on Baron here, and then they're going to back off knowing that we're respawning. They really didn't have enough damage to take out the Baron, and so our Leona is able to delay them long enough. And then their team is going to rotate here, but not all at once, and we actually have 4 people, and then they're going to engage on us and let me back off, get the position that I want, and just engage poorly onto us. They really should have reset and then come with their entire team if they were going to fight for the Baron. But here they sort of come at us one at a time, and I'm able to get a couple of kills. And Jinx needs to just get out of here because I'm really strong right now. And same thing, Kayn is going to fight a Leona that can just stun him into oblivion. And so I'm going to get my bounces, I'm able to heal off of them, get the kill, Jinx overstays, and then Jinx dies too. And that's unfortunate for them because now they're just going to give us the Baron. Bonus tip. Control your mindset. And now the bonus tip that tied all these lessons together for me to be able to hit Challenger. You control you. And that's your ultimate superpower. In Dragon Lane, when your support steals your CS, when your jungler goes 1 in 9, or when you misplay your ADC style, or just generally misplay, it's easy to tilt and spam GG in the chat. But here's the secret. You can't control your Sona support that's feeding, your Lee Sin that's also feeding and not going to objectives. But you can control how you react. Take a deep breath, refocus, and stick to what you've learned. Farm smart, ward up, rotate to objectives, play to your champion's strength. I had a game where my support AFK'd at level 3. Instead of raging, I farmed safe and carried with Sivir's speed and versatility. That mindset doesn't just win games. It changes how I handle tough days in my life. Bad games, bad teammates, bad days, they're all going to happen. But choose to stay calm, adapt, keep pushing on, and you'll climb the ranks and you'll feel unstoppable in both Wild Rift and in life. If this mindset hits home, smash the like button. What's one thing you'll do next game to stay cool under pressure? Drop it in the comments, and let's level up together. GG.